Hey guys, Mike Wallace here. Hope you're having a great day. Well, spring has come. Well, maybe we've skipped spring and gone straight to summer. 85 degrees out there today, a beautiful day. Man, when I think of spring, I think of all the busyness, man. I think of new life, right? The birds are singing, the flowers are blooming, pollen is crazy off the charts, but there's just like life in the air. Anticipation, waiting, family times, vacations, kids out of school, mission trips, vacation Bible schools, student summer camps, children's camps, you name it, it all happens and it's so busy, but it's good. You know, we've got some unsung heroes behind the scenes in our churches that help make all of this busy ministry happen. And there are ministry assistants or admin assistants. These are the women and some men that work behind the scenes in our churches to make it happen, right? These are the men and women that are crunching the numbers, working on the budgets. They're writing the checks. They're paying the bills. These are the ones that are polishing our correspondence ministers. They're the ones that are making us sound good and look good and everything that's sent out. They're working on the graphics. They're putting the pieces together. They're putting out the weekly newsletters. Can we possibly do what we do without them? They're the ones that are answering the phones and making the calls behind the scenes for us. They're setting appointments. They're often doing those things that we have a tendency to want to dodge, the difficult things that we don't have to worry about. What would we do without these women and these men that do this in the life of our church? Do we appreciate them enough? Do we love on them enough? I hope so. Last week here at the York Baptist Association, we had our annual Ministry Assistance Day. We had a great luncheon. We had some gifts. We had a good time of fellowship and food and a lot of conversation around the table about best practices and this is how we've done that. And this is an app you want to check out. This is a management software you ought to look into. Just sharing good things with each other. And I think it was a good day. We had about 22 people representing about 8 or 9 churches. And so many more that couldn't make it that we would love to have ministered to and loved on. So make sure that you know, or make sure that these men and women in your church know that they're loved, that they're appreciated, and make sure that you know that they know that you see their work and that you recognize that what they do is so valuable. They can often feel overlooked and neglected sometimes. Make sure that's not the case for your women and men that serve this role for you. And so I want to publicly take a moment to thank Kathy Rames, our office manager here, our ministry assistant, to make it happen here at the York Baptist Association. And Kathy is the one that relates to all your ministry assistants. You wouldn't believe the hours that she spends on the phone encouraging those women and men, loving on them, and connecting them with other when they're struggling with trying to figure out something. She's the one that's connecting them with other people in the association that have done it recently. So Kathy, we thank you. Chris Johnston, our other assistant here in the office that puts our newsletter together. Chris, we thank you. Know that your work is seen and that it's valued and it's appreciated. So anyway, thank you guys for what you do. All of our men and women that are working behind the scenes to make it happen. We couldn't do it without you. You're loved. Thank you very much.